Hello, good morning, and welcome back to the Kristin Omdahl Show. This is episode 1057, and we are live in Southwest Florida in my garden studio today. If you are joining me live, please say hello. I just finished sneezing and I stubbed my toe, same spot, 2 times in a row. So I'm a little out of sorts for a second, and of course I did that just I don't know, 60 seconds before clicking the live button. If you're joining me live, please say that's live for you. You never know what's going to happen. Anyway, if you're joining me live, please say hello. Let me know if you're crafting this morning. Let me know if you have questions for me. Hi, Joe. Hi, Lisa. Good morning. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hope you're having a great day so far. Hi, Judy. Good morning. Hi, Ilya. Hi, Judy. Hello, Judy. Judy. Hi, Lisa. Good morning. Welcome back to the Kristin Omdahl Show. This is episode 1057, and we are live in Southwest Florida in my garden studio today. Hi, Lily. Good morning. Hi, Nora. Good morning. Hi, Sunshine and Val and Margaret. You know what's funny is where I stubbed my toe 2 times in a row is exactly where I stubbed my toe yesterday and really deeply cut my toenail, so it's a very sensitive spot. So I guess within 24 hours we have 3 stubbings in the same spot. And it's on the foot that has a sprained ankle for, I don't know, 24 months? No, it's not 24 months. I'm getting tired of having my injuries. Hi, Angela and Margaret, Geraldine, Tina, Leona. Good morning. Hi, everybody. Hopefully you're having a great day so far. I'm wearing a new pattern today. I have talked to you about this pattern a few times now. It is made out of Raffia yarn, and it is a cotton rayon blend raffia yarn, not the paper raffia yarn, which is absolutely fantastic for sun hats. You can download the pattern on my website. It comes with charts for the crown and for the edging. It's a super delicate and sweet edging. Can you see? It's just like a tiny little edging on here. So delicate and cute. And the entire hat is done in single crochet. That's it. That's it. Hi, Sharon and Lori, Laura. It is so cute. I love the hat so much. Notice how I did not add wire to it. I kind of like how floppy it is. Mine's still a little bit wet on the back side. Oh, which my hair is going to look stupid when I take it off. That's the one thing about wearing a hat, is that your hair looks silly if you have to take it off. But that's okay. We're going to put it right back on. I wanted to show you that last night when I washed it and blocked it, I took this citronella candle and I inverted it on the table to use it as a hat form, and look at how perfectly that worked for drying my hat. Now, it didn't dry in this one spot yet. That's okay. We'll just flip that side to the back. And honestly, with as hot and humid as it is here, I don't mind having a little bit of a wet hat. But I love how floppy the brim is, and I intentionally did not add wire to it because I did like the floppiness of it, especially at this length. If I'd have gone much longer, the flop would have fallen in my face. But you have to be, as long as you're being really mindful of the length of each section. Like, for example, when you're making a sun hat, the walls do not need to be as long as they do on other types of hats. Notice how my wall ends above my ear. So if you're wanting to modify this pattern for you, or for anybody else for that matter, you want to make sure when you're making a sun hat that you start your increases above your ear. It's different than when you're wearing like a ski hat or a beanie or other types of hats. A sun hat starts the brim a little bit higher. So you want to make, and I like to make my sun hats a little bit bigger than something, because they're not supposed to sit really tight on your head. You've got your hair done, You could have different hairstyles this way. You want to give yourself a little bit of space for your hair. So I like to make mine a little bit bigger. If you don't, you can follow the pattern and make the crown smaller if you want, or to make it for somebody else. But then you want to make the increases in the same rate of increases. Generally speaking, a brim is a 50% increase, give or take, not a 100% increase like a ruffle. So keep that in mind as well. And this one's done completely in single crochet in a spiral. Yes, you could definitely put wire in the hat. Yes, Louis, you know all about hat hair because you wear hats all the time. It's, you know, it's part of the process. That's all. Hi, Chris. Good morning. I absolutely love it though. I love it. I can't wait to wear it to the beach. Honestly, I'm just gonna wear it all the time when I'm outside because I love the sun protection in my face too. And just I love the sun protection all the way around. And it's really light and airy because it's raffia. It's not regular yarn. If you would like to buy this yarn, it is in my Amazon shop and it is 25% off today. You can find the link on the pattern page or in my Amazon shop. Yes, that's a good point, Lori. If you're, yes, if you wear a helmet often, you have hat hair as well. But if you have hat hair, it's a great time to wear a scarf or to wear another hat, definitely. And there are hairstyles that can eliminate that too. Doing braids from the top of your head, like French braids, Dutch braids, those types of braids will eliminate, oh, minimize hat hair also. Does anybody have any questions about that? The pattern comes with charts. You can download it on my website. There will be a video tutorial eventually, but not today. I have a different video tutorial for you today. So as I've been making new videos and remaking old videos, I've been taking into account what people liked and didn't like and hated about old videos. And so I'm remaking, you know, when you know better, you do better, right? And so I'm remaking some old videos in and around making new videos. So we have a new video premiere today, right after the show, and that is going to be for the Sunny Isles crochet shawl pattern. It is such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful crochet shawl. It is a rectangular shawl and it is very, very easy to modify. The pattern tells you where to modify, the chart tells you how to modify, and in the video I tell you how to modify it. You start with foundation ovals and the pattern is made with a multiple of 3 foundation ovals. So no matter how big you want to make your shawl, that's it. It's a multiple of 3 foundation ovals to begin. I did 15 across for my sample for the video tutorial, but again, you could do 15, you could do 21, you could do 30, you could do 3, it doesn't matter. Make a skinny scarf with just 3 foundation ovals and 1 pattern repeat. Or make a gigantic afghan. This would be beautiful as an afghan as well. And so in the video tutorial, and I slowed, anytime I'm not talking, I slowed down the stitches and I kept all the stitches in so that you can watch the repetitiveness of me making the stitches over and over again. I've noticed that over the years, even though it doesn't seem intuitive to me, to share things repeatedly like that, a lot of people have requested it. So this video is very slowed down for beginners. It's about 50 minutes long, but we go over every single piece. You watch the entire row and see the repeat across the entire row. We do the whole repeat, so it's a 4-row repeat. Yes, you could make a table runner with this pattern, absolutely. In fact, you could make anything 2-dimensional with it. A skinny scarf, a table runner, a placemat, a rug, a rectangular shawl, a poncho if you made 2 rectangular shawls, an afghan, what else did I say? You could even make a top. I decided to try to once I made the one side, and this is where I was going to ask you guys what you thought today. I've been considering making, back in the 90s, I had a sweater set where it was a tank top and it was cashmere. It was really, really nice. I had a cashmere spaghetti strap tank top and a cashmere hoodie that was sleeves and a very tiny yoke that stopped here before the tank top underneath. And it's funny because I've been thinking about that a lot lately, and I've been seeing that it's now a trend to make a sweater with just neckband and sleeves, and I'm like, well, we did that in the 90s and it really was awesome and cute. And so my question to you is, would you rather see this as a tank top, or would you rather see it as a pullover of sleeves? So like I could maybe make this about this long, maybe an inch longer, and then add sleeves to it where there would be no body, it would just be yoke and sleeves. Or we could skip the sleeves altogether and just make this a tank top. So you tell me what you'd like to see me do, and we'll see if I agree. But my point is, it's a two-dimensional it's a two-dimensional fabric. So not only can you make the rectangular wrap, a skinny scarf, a table runner, a placemat, a baby blanket, a full-size Afghan, you can make absolutely anything two-dimensional with it. And if you want to make a garment out of it, make two of something so that it can go over the head, whether it's a poncho or a tank top or a pullover or a sweater. Isn't that wonderful? Hi Carrie, good morning. So in the video, and there's time, even though it's a 50-minute video, which some of you might go, oh, that's too long, and others will say, oh yay, I'm so glad it's not multiple videos that are hard to find, it's all in one video. So again, that's one of the reasons why I redo videos, is because you can't please everybody, and if you do everything in one way, you get complaints and upset people for doing it the other way. So in this video, everything is in one video, and there are timestamps. So if you're not familiar with what I mean when I say timestamps, what I mean is in the video description and eventually in a pinned comment, there will not only be the times for when each row starts, but they're hyperlinked as well. So you just have to go to the video description to get all the information you could possibly need, including where to find the pattern and get those timestamps. Because it's one thing to watch something once and get the gist of it and get the flavor of it, but when you want to come back and use that video as supplemental teaching while you're reading the pattern and following the chart, that video can be super convenient and super helpful at the right time. So let's say you're on a repeat of row 2. Go to the row 2 timestamp. Let's say you're doing a repeat of row 5. Go to the row 5 timestamp. And let's say you're finally done with one half of your shawl and you're so excited to make this edging, and I have to just give a quick shout out to this edging, one of the prettiest edgings I think ever. Go back to the edging timestamp. And then let's say you don't remember, let's say you're getting ready to start the second half of the shawl, go back and watch the link to the setup for the starting the second side, because we start with foundation ovals and work in one direction. So let's say we're working a rectangle, right? It starts with foundation ovals in the center. So when you're figuring out how many foundation ovals to add, it's to figure out the short side of your rectangle, okay? You're doing foundation ovals in this direction. And then you're working back and forth in rows in this direction, adding your edging, fastening off, then you're coming back to the center of your rectangle and working into the free loops of that foundation oval to then work back and forth in rows and go in the other direction, and then finish up with the edging on that side and fastening off. Now you may even be asking yourself, why in the world didn't you just start, work, finish, and be done? Because, great question, because I want it to be mirrored. I want it to be symmetrical so that the edging on this side perfectly matches the edging on this side, so that when you drape that beautiful shawl over your shoulders, your edging is completely symmetrical on both sides. It's another reason why I use foundation ovals on this pattern instead of just a starting chain, and that's because a starting chain does not have near the stretch that foundation ovals have, and that way it doesn't pucker in the center. If you've noticed in the past, if you're working something that's rectangular and you start down the center with a chain and then work in one direction and then come back and work in the other direction, it's usually pretty visible that you can see the chain, and it is sometimes puckered because it doesn't have the same stretch as the stitch pattern, especially when you're doing lace. This might look confusing now because I did create a neckband in it. So just look at that half. And this is the Sunny Isles Crochet Lace Shawl. It is, oh, here's another example. So the original sample was done in Be So Fine yarn, #1 fingering weight yarn, but because you know the multiple of the stitch pattern, you can make this in any weight yarn with any size crochet hook. You just have to figure out what your gauge is. So how many inches is your 3 foundation oval? Generally speaking, you want to do a full swatch, but again, per repeat, how many inches are you getting per repeat? It really doesn't matter how many stitches you're getting per, how many inches you're getting per stitch when it's really important to have that multiple. So because the stitch pattern can't be done with a partial, it has to be done with a full multiple. How big is your multiple? Is it 3 inches? Is it 4 inches? Is it 2 inches? Is it 5 inches? Knowing that number will really help you figure out how many multiples you need to get the size that you want, whether you're making a skinny scarf, a regular scarf, a rectangular afghan, or a rectangular afghan, or a rectangular shawl, or something worked lengthwise, or something worked widthwise. So knowing that number is super important. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, I want to tell you what I found on Amazon too. Look what I found. This may not be new to you, but it's new to me. And it is a protein drink that isn't a milky, like milkshake kind of texture. It's a clear flavored water. It's peach flavored water, 90 calories, 0 sugar, and it has 20 grams of protein. And I'm really liking this for breakfast. I'm not a breakfast person. I know I've mentioned that many times before, but I find it really difficult to eat breakfast in the morning. And so I've been keeping these and the regular chocolate protein shakes. I've been keeping those in the fridge so I have something really quick to just run and grab for breakfast. So I've been eating breakfast all week, and I normally don't eat breakfast all week, and I am feeling a little bit better. I don't know, I kind of feel like I have more energy, not quite sure. Hopefully I end up losing weight too, but we'll see. It's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. I like it. And I really like how it eliminates the need for making breakfast. How do you know how many foundation ovals to make for a specific pattern? It depends on the pattern, Donna. It depends on the nuances of the pattern. So for example, in this stitch pattern, it has one row. I want to say it's row 4. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, row 4 is a row of just doing chain 5 single crochet, chain 5 single crochet. And so because it was a chain 5 single crochet row across, completely all chain 5 single crochet across, it gave me the inspiration to do a chain 5 foundation oval to start the pattern. Since row 5, which is row 1, is worked into those chain 5s, I thought that it would be perfect to replace the setup row with a chain 5 foundation oval. But it depends on your pattern. If your pattern is worked off a base of a chain 3 row or things like that, or multiples of 3 stitches, you might want to do a chain 3 oval, so chain 3 double crochet oval, or chain 4 treble crochet oval, or chain 5 double treble crochet oval, or you can do some hybrid in between. So in this one, I did a chain 5 treble crochet oval so that I had those chain 5 spaces, which were already a part of the stitch pattern. So if you can dissect a stitch pattern and see that there's a chain 3, chain 4, or chain 5 somewhere prevalent in the pattern, that's usually a good indication that that size foundation oval might work for the pattern. But this is something that we would have to really take a deep dive in and look at a bunch of stitch patterns and figure out which ones would work with which foundation ovals. Now that I'm saying it would be a great class, so maybe I'll start working on that, because there is a lot of work that will go in behind the scenes to get everything. You know, I'd have to have swatches showing before and after and dissecting the charts, but we could definitely take a deep dive into that. But there is the short answer. Hopefully that helps for right now. And with a proper example, I'm giving this one as an example. So if you have not made this pattern before, I highly recommend watching the video with me this morning. I think you're gonna get really inspired to see that you could do this with any weight yarn and make it any size to make all sorts of flat fabrics. It's so pretty. It is so, so pretty, and I love the stitch pattern, and I really love the edging. Now this isn't blocked, so they're curled up on themselves a little bit, but if I stretch it out a little bit, you can see that those flower petal edgings are just so beautiful, and I designed them to really amplify the stitch pattern. So there is a row within the stitch pattern of double crochet 4 together clusters, and then in this edging, I amplified that by turning them into double treble crochet 4 together stitches with a picot and with some chain 5s to really amplify the fact that they are petals now instead of being carried along the pattern. It's one of my favorite edgings. I love how bold and dramatic and feminine and floral it is all at the same time. Bold, dramatic, floral, and feminine. Is that me? Is that why I love it so much? Maybe. I think I missed some questions. Did I miss questions that I have answered or that I haven't answered? I don't know what a triangle neckline trim is for summer tops. I don't know what that means. Speaking of which, though, I can show you a couple other things that I've been working on. Oh, I'm closer to finishing this top. So remember I did a tutorial video of the Madison bag and showed you how to crochet all of the motifs together, and as I did it, I got inspired to create an edging that deconstructed the stitches of the motif and worked it into rows to make this beautiful floral edging. And then I made it into a triangle to be a halter top, and then I tied it in the back for corset ties and made a tie in the front. And I'm thinking that it might be a cute top for wearing as a corset over other outfits. I'm just going to try it on real quick so I can give you the gist of it, but it wouldn't work for over this outfit. I think you would want something more solid color underneath it, but I can show you. So like, let's say you were wearing a dress or maybe even a really flowy blouse. I think that this could make an interesting kind of like a belt or a cincher over something super flowy. I mean, there's too much print and pattern going on here with this outfit, but I think you can get a taste of it though. Isn't that cute? So you could wear it over like a flowy maxi dress, or you could wear it over a flowy blouse. How cute is that edging? And I think for sizing it, working on your gauge to make these squares different sizes would be able to give you different sizes for the actual pattern. Now, could you wear this over a bikini as a cover-up top too? Absolutely. But I think wearing it over a flowy blouse or a flowy dress would be ideal to give you some cinching instead of a belt. So that's coming. Honestly, I need to figure out the right outfit for styling it. I know how to teach you how to do it. I know how to I know everything else. For me, it's about figuring out the styling first, but I think that's going to be super duper cute. Thank you, Angela. Yeah, so we're getting close to that one being ready. And how gorgeous is that edging too? Oh my goodness. I love deconstructing a stitch pattern, like especially if something's worked in the round, like in motifs. I love deconstructing the stitch pattern and trying to incorporate it into the edging. So like, for example, in the Majestic Skies crochet shawl pattern, and even the Jordana Mobius, those both use the same motif in both of those patterns, but in the Majestic Skies shawl motif, I do a lot of color change in the motifs. Did I do that in the Jordana Mobius too? Don't remember. But anyway, the edging on both of those is a deconstruction of the motif so that it incorporates the elements of the stitch pattern worked into the round, switched into working in rows to then make an edging that beautifully matches and coordinates with the motif. I love doing that. I hope you enjoy it too. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, tomorrow will be the last day for pre-ordering Crochet Power and getting a free ebook. So if you still haven't ordered the paperback from my website and you would like to, today and tomorrow will be the last days that you will get the free ebook, a $12.99 value. After that, everything will be sold a la carte. And if you want to buy on Amazon anywhere in the world, you can find all of the links in a news article or a blog post in the news section of my website. You can find all of the links to where you can buy it all over the world on Amazon, and you can always buy it on my website and get a personalized autographed copy, and for the next 2 days you can still get the free ebook. So pre-order ends at the end of tomorrow, so if you want to take advantage of that, you can still do that. Otherwise it'll just be regular price after that. Does anybody have any questions? I feel like I'm forgetting to tell you something today, and I don't know what it is. If you order the book on Amazon, please feel welcome to leave a review on there. If I can get more positive reviews on Amazon, Amazon will help promote the book. It'd be really helpful for me. And if you bought the book on my website, writing a positive review on my website would be helpful to other customers as well. It's always helpful to me to have 5-star and positive reviews. So if you feel so inclined wherever you bought it, please know that I would be really grateful if you could share your thoughts on it. Thank you, Crafty by the Rose. Thank you. Yes, I'm very excited. Did I mention that I've started my next book already? I have started book 22 already. And what chapter am I in? I think I'm in chapter 4. Excuse me. I don't know why I sneezed in my hand. I never do that. Excuse me. My allergies have been crazy here. I think it's been pollen. I think it's been, what do you call that stuff at the water? Red algae? No? Something. Red tide, that's what it is. Carrie received her book yesterday. Wonderful. Any hint on what 22 is about? That's a great question. I don't think I'm going to share any more hints today, but I will come up with some good teasing hints, or maybe share more in the next week. Maybe by next week I'll share another hint. How's that sound? I am getting close to having classes ready. Thank you, Judy. I am going to have classes available soon on my website. Super excited about that. I am working on a facelift for the home page of my website. It's kind of in process right now. It's not done yet. But you know, you have to get started, and you have to crack some eggs to make an omelet, right? All right, well, we have a live premiere starting in 2 minutes for the Sunny Isles crochet shawl pattern. And if you have never made this before, or maybe you made it and you would like a reminder on how to make it, I have a wonderful video, very informative, very slowed down, very much for beginners, going over all of the stitches, all of the pattern, and how to make all of the stitches and what the repeats are, and then how to make this gorgeous edging in the video that's about to start in 1:30. Ooh, we have time for closing our eyes for 30 seconds then. Okay, if you want to close your eyes with me, I'm closing my eyes right now and counting to 30. Okay, 30 seconds is up. I hope you feel refreshed. I know I do. I love doing that with all of you. And now, what have we got now? We've got 30 seconds till the live premiere starts. Judy shared a link here, and it will be the live premiere that starts right afterwards. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and hopefully I see you over at the Sunny Isles Crochet Shawl video premiere that starts in now 10 seconds. See you there. Bye-bye.